Hi, my name is Nils and this is my BMW E36 Compact. It's made in 1996, 1.6 from factory. Now it's been turbo swapped. It still has the same 1.6 M43 engine and it has a turbo from 2.9 liter diesel Kia Carnival. So yeah, bought the car in Lithuania for 700 euros. The previous owners used this car as a winter beater, but for a winter beater the chassis is in a really good shape. It's all original, nothing's been welded, the floors, the seals are original. The car has only done 160 Ks, so yeah, it's pretty new car basically. For me, it's a new car basically. Yeah, so the story is, bought a car in Nepal silver, it still is, but without delivery, underglow, turbo kit and everything else. Bought a bone stock car with electrical issues and yeah, fixed it up, got an inspection and now it's street legal. So, bought a car stock, crashed in the front right corner, minor damage, a lot of electrical issues, but mostly solved by relays and finding a few shorts, and that solved all the problems for now. So yeah, the car is lowered on some coilovers. I bought them from a friend who was taking his out of a E36 sedan, so I have sedan coilovers and sedan shocks in the rear. That's why the rear is much higher than the front, because the compact coilovers are a little bit shorter. So yeah, it's on coilovers, style 5 wheels, livery, underglow, turbo kit, and today I put on my own designed rear spoiler. Interior is also pretty stock, individual, purple interior. Because it's an E36, it had a sagging roof, so I wanted to reglue the interior, but because the seats and the door cards are purple, I decided to turn the ceiling also purple, so it matches with the interior. So that's about the mods. So yeah, the built everything from scratch because I couldn't find already manufactured turbo manifold for this engine. So yeah, used the original exhaust manifold, chopped up another E36's exhaust that screws onto the exhaust manifold, welded a J-pipe. It goes from the down to the front and then up under the right side engine mount, because I wanted to make it as neat as possible and go up, straight up and then forward, and then the downpipe follows the same path, but with my simple tools and limited experience I wasn't able to do that, so the easiest way was to go underneath, how a lot of people do, underneath the engine mount and up to the front of the engine. So yeah, made that. Downpipe follows the Velcro and goes straight down and connects to the original exhaust underneath. No, well, original, it's not original, it's straight pipe with a resonator small and the muffler, which is probably empty. So that's the exhaust manifold. As I said, I took a turbo from 2.9 liter diesel Kia Carnival, like 2002 year. It's small, but it's a little bit bigger than 1.9 TDI engines. Was looking at BMW diesel turbos, but because this is a budget build, I decided what the cheapest part that I can find from wreckers that I'm going to be using. So yeah, turbo from Kia Carnival. Intercooler is from Renault Megan, also diesel, also cheapest that I can find. and the intercooler pipes are from one is from BMW E46 X-Drive 3 diesel, and the other pipe is from E39 3-liter diesel BMW also. And it's running. At first I had bought orange Volvo injectors, which are 300cc, but those, because I'm running stock ECU, I'm running a fuel pressure regulator and MAF tune, so I have running the cheapest fuel pressure regulator. It wasn't cheap, but the quality is like it's €5 from AliExpress, so yeah. Needed ASAP, so I had to pay premium to get it the next day. Yeah, so, and the fuel pump is surprisingly still stock. Even running the 300cc injectors, it was overfueling even under boost, so yeah, had to downsize the injectors, went to 260cc Porsche Cayenne injectors. Made adapters for them because the original ones are EV6 style injectors, and the Volvo and the Porsche Cayenne are EV6 connector, but EV1 style injector. That means that the sitting position for them is the diameter is smaller, so I had to make a sleeves to fit in the intake manifold. Made those myself, 3D printed the adapter to put on the intercooler pipe to the MAF sensor, and that's basically it. About power, the goal was, this is a winter beater for me, but I have, let's see if it survives the winter. If it survives the winter, I have a 1.8, also M43 1.8 liter engine, which I'm going to build to be high compression, high revving, but still with turbo, but yeah, I don't really care. Those engines are cheap. I got the block, and without the accessories, the block for €30. So yeah, they're worth nothing now, so might as well try something new. Maybe make a 2.1 stroke out of it, but yeah, that's the plan for the other engine, because this engine that's in the car is it actually has been swapped already, because the previous owners had problem with the original engine, which they blew up basically, and they swapped in this one that's in the car, but the engine that they swapped it's been overheated, so I put on the turbo, was testing it, fine-tuning it now, and after a few pulls at 0.4 bar, I came back home, popped the hood, checked if nothing was leaking, and found that it was pissing out coolant between the head and the block by the fuel filter housing. So yeah, next day ordered parts, head gaskets, head studs. Found a guy who can mill the head same day, and yeah, took the head off, gave the guy, he milled it, 0.2 millimeters took off the head. I put on the thinnest head gasket that I could find, and yeah, it's running, it's a little bit higher compression, not much, but I mean, for this engine every little bit counts. But as I was trying to pass inspection, I fixed some an oil leak, because the car is originally with AC. I had to take the AC off to fit the intercooler pipes. And to fit intercooler pipes, I had to take off the AC bracket as well. And the AC bracket is also one of the bolts for the front timing cover. I was driving it without the one bolt in the timing cover, but it was still leaking a little bit of oil, but I really didn't care. As long as it didn't make big huge puddle, I was okay with it. Come 3 days till inspection, I buy a shorter bolt, tidy up a little few things up, lower the car, ready to go to the inspection, and I recheck everything, and I see a huge oil puddle on the floor. Took the car out, lifted the car up, checked it, and it was leaking from oil filter housing between the block oil, like even stronger than before than the timing cover. So yeah, went to the city, bought replacement parts. Of course, didn't get all of the seals for the oil filter housing, but when I got to the oil filter housing and figured out that I don't have all the seals for it, the shops were closed, had nothing to do, like 2 days left for the inspection, Next morning, went and bought the sealing O-rings that I needed for the oil valve, fitted those, no more oil leaks, happy with it. Lowered the car, revved it for a little warm up for a little bit, revved it, checked nothing was leaking, was fine with it. Also getting ready to go to the inspection, come out, recheck everything, and I see oil coming from the exhaust manifold. That shouldn't supposed to happen. The turbo is blown. So yeah, decided for the inspection to put everything back to the NA setup. Had to buy original exhaust to pass, so it's not too loud, so I can pass the inspection. So it's the last day, put everything back together, 8 in the morning, straight to the technical inspection. Passed, no problems, came back. Was thinking what to do about the turbo. There's really not a big chance that the turbo is blown at the same time as I fixed the oil leaks. Turns out, as the engine has been overheated, and it's not from this car, it's not done 160 Ks, probably done 300, even 400 Ks. And it was overheated, and when you overheat engine, the piston rings get softer and wear out a lot quicker. So yeah, long story short, the piston rings are worn, and the engine is building a lot of crankcase pressure, and it doesn't allow for the turbo to drain. So it was pushing past the seals. Turbo was pushing all past the seals and into the exhaust manifold. Drilled a couple of vent holes, took out even the same bolt that I had no issues with. It's a little bit leaking oil, so yeah, now it's back together running. Haven't put it on the dyno, but from the reg racing and that bad dyno, it's about from 110 kilowatts to maybe 115, at best 170 kilowatts. Gapped 150 kilowatt 3 liter E46 automatic diesel, but it's not possible because that diesel, the BMW that I got, was on its last legs probably, because against 2.5 liter M452 B25 engines, it gets the jump because it's light and it has a really short gears. On the start, about 70 kilometers I'm in front, but when it gets above 70, the 2.5 liter petrol engine is just walk it at top end. So yeah, it's about 110 and 115 kilowatts, which is about 2 liter M50, M52 V20 engine. So the goal was to make as much power as 2 liter engine and below the 2 liter swap. So yeah, that's about the car. Runs good for now. Has a little bit problems with the spark. I think it's the spark because sometimes at high RPMs when it's hot, it's jerking a little bit, like it's misfiring. So the next goal is to convert it from wasted spark setup to coil and pack setup. I found plugs so I can make it neat and interchangeable between the wasted spark setup and coil and pack setup. Need to make my own loom, so yeah, that's it. That's the plans for the car. I will show you the setup now. Very simple. Running fuel pressure regulator tune, and yeah, this is the turbo. As you can see, it's not big. My hands aren't big. So yeah, made the J pipe from the original exhaust manifold. It comes up straight underneath and up. Then we on flanges. in hindsight, it would have been better to use a Chinese eBay turbo or something cheap, universal, so I can buy and so I don't have to fabricate my own flanges. But that probably will happen. I need to redo the exhaust and make a neater exhaust manifold, even a log style for the new engine. So yeah, down pipe stay goes down to the original exhaust, mufflers and everything. Relocated the coil pack to the top of the engine, made my own bracket. Nothing fancy. That's another breather pipe, 16mm breather pipe for the crankcase pressure. That helped a little bit, but not enough, so I need to take off the bolt. Took off the original fuel pressure regulator, blocked off with a plate, and now I'm running, maybe you can see, 260cc Porsche Cayenne injectors. The fuel pressure for the turbo is coming from oil pressure switch, which is mounted to the oil filter housing. Just bought a T-piece, had to modify a little bit, shave it so I can fit it, and it comes up between the intake manifold and to the top. The drain is going to the front of the timing cover. Fuel pressure regulator is a 1-to-1 rising rate fuel pressure regulator. It takes pressure from the intake manifold and adjusts the pressure automatically, and it's put in behind the. It's basically word up that it's at the end. The fuel line that's going to the fuel pressure regulator is coming from the fuel rails return line to the fuel pressure regulator, and then the fuel pressure regulator's return is going to the return line to the fuel tank. It said it's doing the math. Math is basically so at idle, it's idling a little better. It was getting a little bit too rich, because with the 300cc injectors I had a problem that even driving under load without boost, it was still fouling the plugs, and yeah, I had to, that's the reason, because I can't tune the ECU, the injectors at ECU, and I swapped to the small one so I can drive it daily. And the spring is turned clockwise quite a bit, as you can see. This is the mark now, and this is the OEM stock mark that was set from factory. It turned like about 30 degrees, so it's stiffer, it's closed, and it's spraying less fuel in the intake, but it's still a little bit too much. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Will I do it ever again? Probably not, but yeah, it's fun. Show the interior. It's simple. Purple individual interior from factory. As you can see, 160 Ks. I have done about 2Ks now. That's the interior. Purple roof lining, all done by myself. Yeah. I printed also a center caps for the style wheels. Bought them without also, because when I swapped the coilovers, the original wheel sizes were rubbing against the coilover, because it had the E43, which is pretty known when you lower E36s on coilovers that they rub. Even with 5mm spacer it was rubbing, so it's running 5mm spacer and 7.5J ET20 style wheels, 15s. And this is my homemade spoiler, 3D printed also. You can see the axle spoiler, not the prettiest. First time I actually printed it, glued it, and designed it. So yeah, it was pain. That's about it. The car.
Hey, do your thing. Hey, do your thing. Hey, do your thing. Hey, do your thing. Hey. Fresh out the house, got the beat on suicide as I ride up and down Martin Luther King Drive. standing tall, looking down on the bloody boy, snitching all day. I look around on the block. I'm in a silver SL, 5 pound on the block. Ain't you ever seen a young player clown in the draw? Ain't nothing to a G, gang spit fluently.